What if the beloved characters of Melrose Place never get to say goodbye? Join Jack Wagner and Josie Bissett as they share their heartfelt desire to continue their Hallmark series, bringing back the magic and nostalgia we all miss. Don't miss their emotional play and the chance to relive those unforgettable moments. Stay tuned to find out how you can help make this dream a reality. Jack Wagner and Josie Bissett are teasing a wedding march comeback, and Hallmark fans are so ready. There's just something magical about second chances. Second chances at love, at life, and in this case, second chances at Hallmark movie magic. Jack Wagner and Josie Bissett, yes, your forever favorites from Melrose Place, have fans buzzing after revealing they want back in on Hallmark's The Wedding March series, and honestly, the timing couldn't be better. These two seasoned stars recently lit up a nostalgia-packed episode of the Still the Place podcast, hosted by their fellow Melrose alums Daphne Zuniga, Laura Layton, and Courtney Thorne-Smith. It was the reunion we didn't know we needed, full of laughter, stories, and a heartfelt revelation from Wagner that has Hallmark hearts everywhere skipping a beat. So, what's the scoop? Let's dive into why fans are crossing their fingers and probably planning viewing parties for the potential return of Mick and Olivia, and what these stars had to say about the Wedding March legacy, working together again, and their unreal chemistry that just won't quit. Hallmark's dream duo are in talks, and fans are hopeful. Jack Wagner didn't hold back on the podcast. Between laughs and walks down memory lane, he dropped a little bombshell, one that's still echoing across Hallmark fan forums and cozy corners of the internet. "We had this really nice run of movies," Wagner said. "I think, there's a chance that we may be rebooting the franchise. I'm in negotiations now." Wait, what? Yes, negotiations. Hallmark fans, this is not a drill. Wagner went on to gush about working with Bissett, calling her the quickest, funniest partner, and reminiscing about the magic they created together on screen. "We just hit it off so much," he said, adding that working with her on the Wedding March movies gave them something rare and beautiful, a chance to explore their chemistry in a way they never really could back in their Melrose days. "It was so great to work with Josie on such a different level," Wagner added. Let's just pause there, because anyone who's watched the 6 Wedding March movies knows exactly what he means. These weren't just fluffy feel-good flicks. They were layered, charming, and full of heart, anchored by Mick and Olivia's evolving love story. A love story that felt real, honest, deep. And now, it just might have one more chapter left to write. A look back, the charm of the Wedding March series. If you're new to the Hallmark universe, first of all, welcome. The Wedding March series isn't just another set of love stories. It's a franchise, a fan favorite, a comfort watch. And if you've ever dreamed of running a charming wedding resort in the mountains with your college sweetheart, well, this one was for you. The series followed Mick Wagner and Olivia Bissett, former college sweethearts who reconnect later in life. Together, they run a picturesque wedding resort where each film introduces a new couple preparing to say "I do." But of course, it's not just about the guests. It's about Mick and Olivia's own second chance at love. Through 6 heartwarming movies, we watched their relationship deepen, through challenges, unexpected guests, family dramas, and yes, plenty of picture-perfect weddings. And it all led up to the final film, sealed with a kiss, Wedding March 6, where they finally tied the knot. The cast list over the years was like a Hallmark dream team: Andrew Walker, Tyler Hines, Cindy Busby, Peter Benson. It was everything fans love about the Hallmark world: familiar faces, emotional arcs, wholesome love. And now, 4 years later, the idea of one more movie feels like coming home. Why fans are still rooting for Mick and Olivia? So, why this couple? Why now? Because Mick and Olivia represent something a little rare in the Hallmark world: a mature love story that still makes you believe in butterflies. These two characters aren't wide-eyed 20-somethings trying to navigate first crushes. They're grown, they've lived, they've loved, and they've lost. But they never stopped believing in what was possible. And that gives the series a kind of emotional depth that really resonates. There's humor, chemistry, growth, and a shared history that makes every glance, every touch, every second chance feel earned. Wagner and Bissett's off-screen friendship only adds to the magic. Their chemistry is effortless, the kind you can't fake. It's why the franchise worked, and it's why fans still want more. When Melrose meets Hope Valley, Josie Bissett's other Hallmark role. While fans mostly remember Wagner and Bissett from The Wedding March, they actually shared screen time on another Hallmark hit, When Calls the Heart. Yep, we've seen this duo light up Hope Valley too. Bissett played Adeline Josephine A.G. Foster in 4 episodes across seasons 4 and 5. Her character was feisty, strong, and absolutely electric next to Jack's long-standing character, Bill Avery. Their dynamic was intense, even if they were on opposite sides of the law. And yes, there was a kiss. In a chat with Entertainment Tonight, Bissett opened up about that smooch and the possibility of more. She's feisty and strong, and I love playing that with Jack because we have that banter back and forth, she shared. We brought out the best in each other. Honestly, it's a shame we didn't get to see where that storyline could have gone, but it's also part of what makes fans crave more from the two, because every scene they share leaves you wanting just one more. So, could Wedding March 7 actually happen? If Jack Wagner's comments are anything to go by, we're not just wishing on a Hallmark star here. This could really happen. Reboots, revivals, and continuations are all the rage right now, but this wouldn't be about cashing in on nostalgia. It would be about giving longtime fans closure, or maybe even a brand new beginning for Mick and Olivia. Maybe the couple takes on a new challenge. Maybe they mentor a new generation. Maybe they face an unexpected twist that tests everything they've built. The possibilities are endless, and frankly, all of them sound like must-watch TV. Plus, with Hallmark evolving and experimenting with formats and storytelling lately, the timing feels perfect for a revival that brings back familiar faces with fresh new energy. Who should join the Wedding March comeback? Let's be real. Part of the fun of Hallmark movies is casting fantasy. And if Wedding March 7 gets the green light, there's a whole lineup of beloved Hallmark regulars we'd love to see pop in. Andrew Walker, always a fan favorite and already part of the Wedding March legacy. Nikki DeLoach, imagine her as a rival wedding planner or Olivia's long-lost sister. Kevin McGarry and Kayla Wallace talk about couple goals. Can we get them as guests at the resort? Erin Krakow, the reigning queen of Hallmark, could easily slot in as a nervous bride-to-be or even a cousin with a past. The options are endless, and Hallmark fans know exactly who brings the charm. So we say, let the fans cast it. Hallmark magic is built on heart, and Mick and Olivia have plenty left. In the end, Hallmark has always been about heart, love, family, community, and the belief that happy endings are still possible, even after life throws you curveballs. Mick and Olivia's story is proof of that, and Jack Wagner and Josie Bissett, they're not just stars, they're storytellers. Their desire to bring these characters back isn't about reliving the past. It's about giving these stories, and the fans who've loved them for nearly a decade, the continuation they deserve. What do you think, Hallmark fam? Would you tune in for Wedding March 7? Would you love to see Mick and Olivia back where they belong, running that gorgeous resort, watching love blossom, and maybe navigating a few bumps of their own? And most importantly, who would you cast in the next chapter? Drop your dream pairings in the comments and tell us what kind of story you'd love to see unfold. Because if there's one thing Hallmark has taught us, It's this: love is always worth a second chance, especially when it's wrapped in soft lighting, sweeping music, and just the right amount of Hallmark magic. Jack, Josie. Hallmark. Let's make it happen.